There's a mama reading this right now who got out of bed this morning, looked in the mirror, and felt nothing. Not happy, not sad, just empty. She made breakfast for her children, packed the school bags, answered the messages, and somewhere in between all of that, a small voice in her head whispered, "What is wrong with me?" If that is you, this message was made for you today, because what is happening is not a character flaw. It is not a sign that you are ungrateful, and it is absolutely not proof that you are a bad mama. You are a burnt-out one. And those are two very, very different things. Burnout is what happens when a person gives and gives and gives and never receives. When the demands placed on you exceed the resources available to you. When your body and your mind reach a point where they simply cannot keep running on fumes anymore. And here's the thing about mama burnout that nobody talks about. It does not happen to bad mothers. It happens to the ones who care so deeply, who try so hard, who pour so completely into their children and their families that they forget, sometimes for months, sometimes for years, that they also need to be poured into. Burnout is not weakness. It is what exhaustion looks like when it has been ignored for too long. So how do you know if what you are experiencing is burnout and not just a hard week? Sign 1. You are exhausted even when you rest. You sleep, and you wake up tired. You sit down, and you feel no relief. Your body feels like it is running on a battery that stopped charging months ago. Normal tiredness gets better with sleep. Burnout does not. Sign 2. Your patience has disappeared. You snap at the smallest things. A spilled cup of juice. A question asked one too many times. And then you feel terrible about it, which makes everything worse. You are not a bad-tempered mama. You are a depleted one. Sign 3. You feel disconnected. You are physically present with your children, but somewhere else entirely in your mind and your heart. You go through the motions of the day, feeding, bathing, bedtime, but you feel like you are watching yourself from a distance. This emotional distance is one of burnout's clearest signals. Sign 4. You have stopped enjoying things you used to love. The book that made you happy, the music that lifted you, the friendships you used to cherish. Burnout flattens joy. It makes the things that used to matter feel like effort. Sign 5. You feel resentment towards the demands, towards the schedule, towards everything that needs something from you. And then you feel guilty for feeling it. Resentment in a burned-out mama is not a sign of a bad heart. It is a sign of a depleted one. If you recognized yourself in those signs, please hear this. This is not your fault. Mama burnout happens because the world asks more of mothers than any one person can give. It happens because rest is treated as a luxury instead of a necessity. It happens because asking for help feels like admitting failure. And it happens because you love so deeply that you put yourself last, every single day. Recovery starts with one thing: permission. Permission to be depleted. Permission to say, I need something too. Permission to stop performing wellness and actually pursue it. 5 things that actually help. 1. Tell one safe person that you are not okay. 2. Remove one thing from your week, even temporarily. 3. Sleep before your phone. 4. Go outside, even for 5 minutes alone. 5. Ask for help with one specific thing. Not everything. One thing. You came here today, maybe without knowing why. Maybe because something in the title felt true. Maybe because you needed someone to say, I see you. I know what you are carrying. And I want you to know, this community was created for exactly this moment. And tired mamas deserve to be refilled, restored, renewed. Subscribe so this community can find you again next week, because you deserve to hear this every week until you believe it.